much better? How did you feel?
Felt great. I mean, all I can say is praise God for this opportunity, and you know, um, to be able to do it in my home state. Obviously, it went very well, and it's a great start to the big league career. But to be able to do it with my dad in the stands, who's sacrificed a ton for my baseball career, and you know has always helped me, always believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and my mom, and I mean all the hours she put in, driving me to tournaments over the years, and on the phone talking about baseball, and the rest of my family, and my wife, who is just incredible. The fact that all of them are here, and able to witness this, and be with me in this moment, it's truly special.
Were you able to take it in? It seems like now you're able to reflect on a little bit. Were you able to take it in while you were out there?
So, leading up to the start, I was more focused on what I needed to do, trying not to focus on the fact that it's my debut, and of course I'm human, so the mind tends to go there anyway. But just really now, being able to look back at it, this is the second best day of my life.
What was the first?
Getting married.
Okay. One more from me. The way everything the stars aligned. I mean, this wasn't necessarily in the plans. You get the call. Your family's able to be here. Playing against the team you grew up watching, against that lineup. All of those things seem a little bit serendipitous. What's it like for everything to come like that together tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Growing up in Houston, obviously big Astros fan, early 2000s, those teams were pretty incredible and fun to watch. Had the Killer Bees going in Houston, and, that just kind of the cherry on top. Just crazy how about a month ago I was in Pennsylvania playing minor league baseball, and it all just has happened so fast. I got traded to the Rangers, and now I'm here. So, very crazy journey. I'm enjoying every second of it, and I can't wait for the next start. Thank you.
Go to Kennedy.
Hey Glenn, I'm curious, since you just said you grew up an Astros fan, did it feel, I guess, a little more special because you got to do it? I know you're not in Houston, you're not in exactly your hometown, but being able to do it against them, how did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. Those guys, I've got a lot of respect for those guys. They're good at what they do. They're well known in this sport. So to be able to go up against a lineup like that, it's always a challenge, and it's something that I was very much looking forward to going in. There's a lot of experience in that lineup, and I wanted to see how my stuff played, and I'd say it played pretty well. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely, like I said, it's kind of the cherry on top that, almost too perfect of a story, with me being from Houston and getting to debut against the Houston Astros.
I guess calm and collected on the mound, facing that lineup. You struck out Bregman twice, struck out Correa once. And did you feel as, calm and confident as you seemed?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I wasn't too worried about who was in the box. We did a pretty good job in preparation, knowing these guys and their tendencies and their strengths and their weaknesses compared to my strengths and weaknesses. So, when we get in the box, when the hitter gets in the box, it's nothing more than a name and, kind of a pitch program to follow. I don't get too caught up in thinking, Carlos Correa's in the box, oh my gosh. It's just, it's my job to get him out. So just attacking those guys as much as possible, and I think I did a pretty good job of that tonight.
Okay, we're going to take these last four. Chris?
Hey, Glenn, you seem to really have the slider working tonight. Can you kind of go through maybe some of the things either that you've been working on since coming over in the trade, whether it be relying on that as your out pitch more, or if that's always kind of been your out pitch, or just can you kind of go through just what Texas is trying to do to try to get you to get closer to becoming a big league pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The slider's actually new this year. The curveball's always been there, and the changeup is coming along. But the slider is something that we added in spring training as a member of the Yankees organization. And since I've become part of the Texas Rangers organization, it's been more about consistency and the shape of those pitches, making sure they differentiate from each other to make them effective in their own ways. So, really trying to keep the slider separate from the curveball, get two, different movement profiles there to be able to use those effectively.
Okay, let's go to Jeff.
You mentioned the trade. What were your thoughts when you were traded from the Yankees to the Rangers?
I was very excited. Growing up in Houston, growing up in Texas, getting to come back to my home state, closer to family, not having my wife get on last-minute flights to the East Coast to come see me once a month. Getting to just be back in touch with my home state and be close to family again. It's been huge, and I mean, it's obviously a great opportunity, great organization. This ballpark is absolutely magnificent. It's been a lot of fun being in the Rangers organization so far.
Yeah, it seems like a door might have been open for you that otherwise was closed with the Yankees. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, a little bit. Two great organizations, and I'm definitely happy to be part of both of them. But I think it's very special for me to be able to make my debut as a Texas Ranger.
Thank you.
Levi.
Hey Glenn, one of the things that I noticed was when you faced Bregman, it was a couple of other times, but Bregman specifically, throwing that slider up at the top of the zone, which a lot of times you see guys use their sliders, the breakaway pitch to try to get guys to chase. Was that part of the plan coming into the game? And if not, who identified that, hey, we should try throwing a slider up there because I think that'll work?
I wish I could claim that was on purpose, but it wasn't. It worked. Maybe we'll start putting that in the program, but typically the percentages probably say that top of the zone's not a great place for a breaking ball. I think it caught him off guard a little bit, and it was a well spun enough pitch to get the break that brought the strikeout. But yeah, I definitely won't be attempting to put very many more sliders at the top of the zone, especially facing him.
And then just a quick question, I don't have to get super technical, but when you're trying to differentiate between the curve and the slider, what was it that they did to kind of help you? I assume it's something that did Fanatics, but how did you differentiate between those two pitches? What did you do?
Yeah, just knowing that I want the slider to be more of a horizontal breaking pitch, and the curveball obviously more of a vertical breaking pitch, more depth to it. So just finding those cues and running with them, and working on them until I can't get them wrong.
Thanks, man.
This will be the last one. Evan.
Hey Glenn, so are you saying that you felt like completely at ease, not at ease, but felt comfortable on the mound from the start? There were the nerves and none of the anxiety that we all talk about so much were not there?
That is definitely there. That's always been there every start day. More so before I get my routine going. Once I pick up a baseball and start throwing, I tend to feel a lot more comfortable and, more familiar. There's always going to be some uncertainty and some doubt that creeps in leading up to a start, but I kind of find my safe haven in my routine, and being able to be consistent with that week in and week out really helps me find that comfort when it's time to toe the rubber and throw pitch number one.
And this is a stupid and completely off-the-wall question, but having spent some time in town ball, did you ever in any way, shape, or form come across David Clyde there?
I did not.
Okay.
I heard that name for the first time today from the concierge at the hotel, but I've never crossed paths with him.
Okay, what did the concierge at the hotel tell you?
Just about him.